In the parliament, Tuesday in a parliament run good Tuesday. Me not listen to, just for the record, me not listen to data and presentation because that's a waste of my time. Who again present on Tuesday? Data presented, who again present, guys? Was Dayton. It was me don't know the rest. I didn't watch Parliament on Tuesday. I was out, but normally when I come home and rewatch, but not never if I write to my about. So I mean, I tell you the truth, I never rewatch it. But I am happy that the FLA report was tabled. Me don't know. And me personally, me go always have a different opinion from a government, but that doesn't mean me not support my government. I am an independent thinker. I'm so sorry. Me try all the time to toe the party line and me toe it as much as me can. But me can't toe it all the time. So me apologize in advance. I am of the view that the FLA report should have been tabled. And I am happy that the speaker and the legal persons at the parliament made the decision to not wait on the appeal and table the report. Because my approach as it relates to this is with the Integrity Commission. My approach, I am not going to take the parliament side because the parliament. Bridget, me add you, but me don't know come up. The parliament was the one, Knox daughter, who created the Integrity Commission. So if the Integrity Commission...
Madam Speaker, I disagree with the parliament tabling that report.
Why?
And I'll tell you why. Like George said, I had that very concern. You can't come with your opinion and your open-ended insinuations and tarnish people's character. So when I saw the report, I'm like, then what Master Mark and minions them did a walk out boat. Me think of some bombshell report me a wait pan. All happens that the Integrity Commission use open-ended insinuations and opinions and whatever, call people name, tarnish their reputation, and then talk about there is no breach of the law.
But Knox, I could cut you now. How do we prevent but listen now, this question I have to ask you. How do we prevent or stop the Integrity Commission from operating like this? Tell me.
Defund them backside. Me would even call for the law to be amended. Defund them backside and get them out. You can't do that.
Go in and amend the act.
Me no want no amendment. Me say me want the whole thing to be disbanded.
I don't think we'll get the support of the country for defund them. But Knox, we have the majority. We have the power to go in and amend the Integrity Commission Act. Say to the Integrity Commission, after you finish your report, Knox, you must send the report to the affected person that you investigated and give them a chance to defend themselves. After you get it from the report, from the agency or the person, then you table both report in the parliament. That is not asking too much, Knox.
I was so mad. How do you call people name? And then, as Judge said, because I never even think so far the way how me mad. Come here and say, how this man figure get one work anywhere else now?
Knox?
How is he going to be employed anywhere else now?
You should be mad at your government, Knox.
Integrity Commission come on talk about him did see $2 million bribe to give people license.
Tax data. That's why. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Bridget.
And that is the reason the FLA wanted to see the report. Asked the court for the injunction for them to get a fair right. But the court feel the FLA too.
Because of the court don't feel it. No, Bridget, no, the court did not feel the FLA. It's because of the way the Integrity Act was drafted. The Integrity Act is clear. It said when the Integrity Commission sends a report to the Parliament, it must be tabled. There's nothing in the Act that tells the Integrity Commission that they must send the report to the person who them investigate and give them a chance to respond. So we have to put that in.
Yes, Rashima, that is there. But what is good for the goose is good for the gander. When Ian Ailes said is one and asked the court for the injunction, they gave it to Ian Ailes. But
I'm gonna say,
Madam Speaker, the court fails us because you cannot have double standard. If it's not good for the geese, it's not good for the gander.
I don't think it is double standard.
It must be that double standard.
I don't think it is. I think the reason why Ian Ailes one took so long is because it was the first time this was tested in the court. And all me learn how the court system work. Once you test something for the first time, you check everywhere, so it has never done before, then the first trial is going to be what is going to set the precedents going forward. And moving forward is going to be known that once you go to the court to ask for an injunction to stop the Integrity Commission from tabling a report, you're going to lose because the ENAs will eventually lose. So going forward, every government agency who goes before the court and asks the court for injunction will not get it. So in order to prevent Integrity Commission from doing these things, go back in and amend the IC Act.
So Madam Speaker, we're actually saying now that the Ministry of Health has gone to the court. They're going to lose then.
No, it's a different thing they asked for. No, the Ministry of Health. No, it's a different thing they gone for, Bridget. The Ministry of Health is asking the court to tell them if it is legal for the Integrity Commission to ask for people private personal information. Totally different thing. Because remember in the Constitution, Bridget, everybody entitled to them privacy.
So therefore, the government cannot just turn over people private business to any. That is why we were saying that is what the IC is doing with going to the bank and asking for people personal. That is what I remember Chuck alluded to it 2 years ago. Remember we said, Bridget, if I was an MP and the Integrity Commission call me for my bank account or call my bank, me a carrying a court because under the Constitution, nobody not supposed to get a private business. And the MP, them allow the IC to trample upon the constitutional right. May agree, but me still feel says a double standard, Sister Madam Speaker, because them take 3 years. So 3 years them take for study Ian Ailes thing. So till
not
when
Ian Ailes thing, they take the time to look into the law and look for the loophole.
3 years.
The court. I don't know if it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say then take too long because the court system in Jamaica slow. But Bridget, I can assure you the problem will not be fixed at the court because the court don't have any legal right to order the Parliament to do absolutely nothing. The court can't tell the Parliament for table. The court did not tell the Parliament for table it, All the court did was tell the FLA man say them cannot tell IC to send them a copy of the report because based on the Integrity Commission Act, the IC don't have any legal obligation to send it to them. That's what all the court did. And the court is correct. And if we go fix it and put it in the act. So the IC knows they must do it.
I will agree with you that we need to fix the act. I agree with you, but the IC, well, we just come down to one conclusion is that the Parliament
Bridget, the Parliament. At this point, I don't even want the act to be fixed. Over how much year now, we see them meet and a talk and a talk. I need the IC to be disbanded.
And the Parliament can work fast when they want to, Bridget. Because when we wanted to pass the NARA bill, we pass it fast.
Within a week.
We did a marathon and passed the NARA bill. And I don't understand why we can't do a marathon and amend the Integrity Commission Act.
Yes.
Sometimes I wonder if the Labour Party government no know so they can't form government without being in without winning them goddamn seat.
But me would have got like me would like to sit down and talk to her like shock. If you see, if you understand why is there something that is hindering them or something? What is the problem? We can be up here and I say, boy, it need to amend, but we don't know if there's something because it can't be that the IC almost overthrow the Prime Minister. And we sit down with the same act.
With the same way, Bridget.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Bridget.
Mind-boggling.
Listen.
It is
you come table report in a parliament say 200 rounds missing. 200 rounds not accounted for. The very same report, is a retired judge, and I know Glenn Brown. Glenn Brown said, listen, all happen is that the bag them where we store, cause them the round they are like bird shooting rounds.
Right, yeah.
The bag rotten out and then dash you and the dung in the bottom of the vault. Very plausible explanation.
No, I don't agree, but
what you mean? Munchie.
Let me tell you why I don't. All right, when I finish, me finish.
Munchie.
If you want, me can cut it if you want. Tell me.
Go on. So what you say because
Let me tell you something, how me look at it, Nax and panel. These people that is working for the government at government agencies, Google them salary and them package and them incentive and them vacation when them get from we, Nax. They must do them work and do them work well. If you think say Glenn Brown in a private sector, I could have tell him boss that say bag rotten out I never doing work. They must do them work, Nax data. Them have absolutely nothing else to do more than the work what we hire them to do. And how hard it is for them to do their job. They must be accountable for them slacky tidy behavior where them up there do and not keep track of the rounds when they collect. I am very upset with the FLA because the FLA is not being competent. Them not you know say when you're there your work, you can't take your boss and the bullshit there. You know that because the bag no rotten overnight. Who that? Bridget, let me ask you this: the bag where Mr. Ban say rotten, did it rotten overnight?
No. Me agree with you.
So if you had a weekly check of the rounds we collect, Bridget, would you not have seen that the bag is rotting out?
Right.
Munchie.
Check it out.
Munchie.
Keep a check on it. Because
Madam Speaker,
those public servants, they're well paid.
Well paid now.
I agree. But me I say, you come to me, I say,
they must can keep up that.
Bridget, if you come to me, I say, listen, me looking at a cupboard and me no see no chiffon butter. Is it fair for you to come back to give me a chance? Me say, no man. If you say, no man, but me buy the chiffon butter and it come from the supermarket, say must be here.
It must be something, yes. That
don't it is fair for you to give me a chance? Figure look when me put it on.
I don't agree with the IC for not giving the people them a chance.
That's what I'm saying. You can't carry me name come out.
You can't do that.
You ever come out here and say, you give me your money if you buy. You give me your money if you go buy butter and you know see no butter. When all along, give me a chance. That's all I'm saying. Don't come with the people them name and character with your foolishness.
All right. Two things can be true at the same time. The Integrity Commission check the invoice and the FLA say them have 500 and odd rounds in the bag. When if the FLA have if me I work at a store and me after my paper say me have 5 butter in my fridge and Bridget and my boss and Bridget come and check the fridge and say 3. Me supposed to know say a 3 in the fridge and a 5 and a 5 pound paper. So again, the Integrity Commission is not legally and you can me blame the Integrity Commission for not sending the overall report back to them to give them a reply. But like the little low hanging fruit, they Bridget. if they were checking on the rounds weekly, if they were checking on the rounds monthly, they would have known that they are 500 odd on paper and a 300 odd in a bag. These public servants, Knox and Bridget, they are being paid handsomely from our tax dollar. They are incompetent, they are lazy, and they're an embarrassment to the Jamaica government. And I agree with the PNP pandits. They must lose their job. Can they bring embarrassment on the government?
You know, Madam Speaker, good evening. You know, I fully agree with you. And, you know, I operate in a technical space. For example, if a sample comes to the lab and it has Madam Speak on it, but no date of birth, I can't process that sample because that sample does not belong to you, right? And that is what the investigator did to them. He's beating them on technicalities. And when you're failing at the technical aspect of your work, it means that you're mismanaging.
Thank you.
Right? So those simple little things that should be mapped up on, you're not doing that, and they are professionals. They are professionals. But I'm saying, though, that the opinionated reports that are sent to Parliament is not unusual of integrity commissions across the world, especially when you look at Australia, because they do send opinionated reports to Parliament based on what investigators think might be happening in terms of misconduct and all of those things. But in the same breath, you need to give persons an opportunity to answer questions, findings, right? Just don't send a report to Parliament and don't give the person the opportunity to defend themselves. That is where the problem is. But those reports that full with opinions and acts of misconduct can be sent to Parliament because, as I said, it mimics what happens across the rest of the world. And as public sector workers, the technicalities are always going to mess you up because when an investigator comes, they're going to say, what does your job say? What does the policy say? And if you're not following the policy, you're going to find yourself in problems.
I agree with you. And you can go on, Bridget.
I agree with also, we have a balance here. The IC have a duty to. It's like a court case. You must give me a chance. Yes, there was 500, but is there explanation why the rest is not there? If you don't give me a chance to explain, when I explain myself, no, you can come to your own conclusion at that point. But my thing is, they did not give them a chance. And I want to know if it's in the act that you don't have to give them a chance. You don't have to say anything to them. You understand me? That is my issue with it. I don't.
Everybody is entitled to their defense under law. Everybody is entitled to their defense. And everybody is entitled to their good name. You can't take your opinions and sully people, character, and people good name.
No, me not agree with that.
And then,
go ahead.
And then expect that all is
land
well.
First, and you can come in Olympic. No problem. You can come in after now.
And then expect that all is well. I am totally against that.
And it's the same thing they did to the Prime Minister.
Of course.
Same thing they did to the Prime Minister. If we are going to agree with the IC to do this to one person, we have to agree right across.
But no, just for the record, Bridget, nobody is agreeing with the IC for not allowing other person, the person that they're investigating to answer to the accusation and to get explanation. We're on the same page with that. I think that when the IC complete their report, me even look on it even further than what you think. I think when the IC finish their report, if they don't have any corruption and they're not going to be charging the people, they should put it in a file cabinet and let that up at them place. I don't think it should send it to Parliament with their opinion and tell life and approve. So that is how me even look at it. But if they're going to table it, they must send it to the relevant person first, give them a chance to rebut, and send both report to the Parliament so they can table simultaneously. Right. That's how I look at it.
That option is also written in the Integrity Commission's report now. They don't have to send all the investigative report to Parliament. They can choose not to send it.
And them choose to see?
Or the person is being investigated can request from Integrity Commission for it to be tabled in Parliament. So they have that option. So I don't know why they actually send this or pressured the Parliament to table it when a judicial review was pending. And we can see exactly why the judicial review was necessary based on the report that I've read.
Yeah.
Well, I read the conclusion actually.
You see, we know what is a problem we are having as citizens, You see, because these people are because what they did to the Prime Minister, everything we are going to look at. You understand me? You see, if there were fear right across the board, would I say, listen, me man, it's so it go right across the board. But what they do, they nitpick at what they want to do and who they choose to do it to. That is a problem we're having. Look at what is happening up by UWH with Dennis Garden. And I know you don't hear the IC go up there and say, this is a finding, this is what happened. You don't hear them saying
No, but you have to be fair though. So to the Integrity Commission, that case is recent. This case, as you see, occurred in 2021. So the complaint was made in 2021 for FLA. Hold on.
In this case is recent. Then get one report about the Prime Minister at Stone change bedroom.
No, we know how them selective already. But I am saying.
What you mean? This is recent. And the man take taxi go down
Knox, hold on. And Bridget, to be fair, this Dennis Garden situation is just months ago. We heard about it. It was months ago, a couple months ago, that the Integrity Commission actually launched his investigation.
We know. The other day, when I'm here, say Andrew build one apartment.
Well, Andrew's son changed in
yeah, it was done in 6 months. It was done in 6 months. 6 months.
No, them hear about it this week and by the next morning.
Yeah, but I'm saying the investigation was done in 6 months. It was cleared up in 6 months.
Right.
Yes. Right. So let's give IC 6 months to Dennis Garden, yeah?
We're not giving them nothing. Because anything them want do, them execute it. The other day, when them hear about the Prime Minister and they come out, and the next month, within 24 hours, they were up by the apartment and not giving. This is the thing they tell about, you know. Why we not have no faith in them, These are the little things because we don't stupid. The next day they were up there just because they hear say Andrew.
No, I know. I am saying that in our assessment, we have to be fair as well, right? So when we are saying that, hold on, Bridget, you know, hear me. I say, listen to, when you're saying, hold on, Miss Bridget, when you're saying that you hear from IC regarding Dennis Garden, first of all, that goes against the IC Act for the IC to be commenting on ongoing investigation, right? Secondly, enough time has not passed for an independent investigation to be carried out and come to a conclusion regarding Dennis Garden and Jack then. So when we're here saying that we don't hear nothing then, it makes us seem as if we don't know what we're talking about. So give them enough time to do them investigation, right? And present them findings. Because me and you know already based on what we see happen in the PAC that a corruption take place.
Yes, so look here. We can wait. We can wait.
By 2030, we don't hear nothing.
We can wait on the Dennis Garden thing for sure because it is more than one entity I do investigation. But my problem with the Integrity Commission lies solely with the government. Government are my biggest problem. I mean, somebody who share the life to chopper because we don't need any vote from the PNP to go in and clap and put things in writing and give them clear instruction now. When you finish a report, the agency must send the complete report to the affected agency that is under investigation or to the member of parliament so that they can give for them opinion and for them side of the story. Then you table both report to the parliament, and then the parliament can table them simultaneously so that people, when you release them to the media can say this is what the IC said and this is what the person them say. At the end of the day, even if you're not able to them, we give the person a chance to respond. Then you add it to your final report, and when you table the report, both sides can in your report. Tell them that. Tell them that.
You know what is the problem too?
When they want, when we come custom every day on social media, make me tell them that.
You know what is the problem too, Madam Speaker? The fact that we know that Integrity Commission is a creature of the law. They respect the law. The former head of the IC said they only answer to the courts. But when persons who are victims are of investigative actions by the IC try to use the court, such as use the court for a judicial review, the IC is against that. The IC is not happy. So if you are an entity that only answers to the court, how the hell then when somebody's trying to use the court to get answers from you, you have a problem? I don't understand the IC.
Because they want the Supreme Court in America. They want the highest court in the land. Yeah, you can go now.
Go ahead, Olympic.
Yes, good evening. I will agree with you that the Parliament needs to do something about correcting that issue with the IC. And in the same breath, I will say to you that remember, every time the IC comes out and do these things, is a decoy to something else. Now, recently we heard that the opposition leader IC report cannot be ratified, right?
Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that now?
Heard it.
From where?
I heard that it's 2024 not being
no,
ratified.
me just want to ask you.
Me hear it on social media.
Because me and you are good bridging, so me have a back and forth bantering. Let me tell you what me not like with we labor, right? Sometimes me accuse of it because me not innocent neither.
Yeah.
You see, because this is the way how me feel about the IC as it relates to not certifying Andrew Michael Holness.
Yeah.
Me feel that we are straight across the board, even with Mark Golding's situation. The process is flawed, it is political. So it's when it comes to them not certifying people, it doesn't even matter if a Mark Golding or Andrew or a Bridget or you. I don't take it on. Because to me, it mean nothing to me in the grand scheme of things. Because what they do to the Prime Minister, them have no credibility when it comes to certifying people. So whether they want to certify Mark Golding or not, me not care about them. What me want, if we do Olympic, is go in and amend the Integrity Commission Act and put it clear to them. If after investigating Knox data, and Knox data gave you all information, you investigate Knox data, you're bringing an international investigating firm, you don't find anything, you must certify Knox. You must tell them in the law, so that is how the law must operate. You cannot put in the law and say the DI have to be sure without a shadow of a doubt within himself. Him have to be sure before him can certify. That was the wrong thing to put in the law. Because suppose that the person hate you Olympic, they will never certify you.
I was going down there with you, we draw that as reference. And you come in and you clear the way. And you said something earlier that you see private sector and government work two different ways, So as much as we are looking on Mr. Darling as he being wrong or the chairman, remember there are levels there that supervisors control certain things. And the IC report, Madam Speaker, it's like an audit being done. Me know you know, but me I make it known to everybody where they are same way. So it's like an audit being done. And if it is that you can't give account, you must go back to the people them that is responsible for those areas in order to get it. And
right.
that is where I am saying that as much as the CEO is there, it's not his daily operation.
Stop yourself. You work a private sector. The buck stop with the CEO. So don't tell me that. I see him the man up you, we are going to move to you when we come out for FLA. When he must say about he not really bother himself with the hospital getting the TCC because I want different department do it. If I am building a house and I spend my money, come give you as the man where I spend my money to build my house. When something go wrong in my house, you may not tell me about say, well, Madam Speaker, even though you collect my money, you have to talk to the painter. I have to go talk to the plumber. I have to talk to the electrician. You're crazy? Don't tell me about Mr. Daly. He's only the CEO and a different department responsible for different. Mr. Daly must make sure that the department were responsible to check the rounds weekly or monthly. They are doing their job.
Madam Speaker, there's a union in government, multiple unions.
What union have to do with people doing them job?
Madam Speaker, just listen a little bit now, man. You can't go in a department in a public sector as the CEO and try to do things like you're in public sector.
This is the question I ask you again.
Okay.
What does union have to do with making sure as the CEO that people do them work? Tell me.
All right. Madam, how me fi answer you now?
Please.
Union is there to protect workers' position.
Yes.
And workers' job.
No problem. And you're the question to ask you again.
Yeah, no, man.
What does the union have to do with a CEO making sure? Listen to the question. Make it clear to you. What does the union have to do with a CEO making sure that a worker do them work that they sign up to do whether in a contract? Tell me now.
All right. So the CEO can only ask the managers to get their workers to do the job that they do.
Thank you.
The CEO don't have any right to
what if the manager not do what the CEO asks them to do?
In a government, is a process to get rid of that person.
Thank you. So you hear any information of Mr. Daly you asking the management to do nothing and you know
we not hear that because that not coming at the report.
Look here, let me tell you something.
We are not Madam Speaker.
Me not go part ways as a laborer to not go lift up
Madam Speaker, you have to understand
because you make excuse too much. You make excuse too much. You make excuse too much. You can't tell me say you cannot tell me say you is a company and your job is to store rounds and you tell me say the bag where the rounds are storing a rotten and nobody saw.
Madam Speaker, it's not the role of the CEO.
I am not talking about the role of the CEO. You're the big question me I ask you.
Yeah.
You are working in one company.
What position I hold?
And listen to me again. The question I ask you.
Madam Speaker, we must remember that these atrocities take place from 2001. Who was all those people from 2001? And I resent some of them.
But my point is, Bridget, my point is this, right, Bridget? You are working at your field where you are work as a baby nurse. Your baby mother pump and give you 7 days worth of milk and she label it.
Yes.
Can you say, for example, you are the baby nurse, but you have somebody who come in and clean the fridge and clean up the place? Because you remember you don't do that type of work there, you know.
Right.
If the person who come in can clean the fridge, come in, Bridget, and she dash for one of the baby milk, maybe accidentally or whatever, and she misplaced one and you as a baby mother. Monday now when you go forget the baby milk, you don't see it. And you tell your boss, can you tell your boss on Tuesday, man, or Thursday, you know, so me never see the Monday milk, so me not give the baby the milk?
No.
I talk to in Olympic. Bridget, me I talk to.
Me know, but no, she can't do it.
Me understand, you know.
So what is when you go in the fridge, Bridget, you know, you see one of the milk respond. What is your job, Bridget, as a baby nurse?
Yes, my job is to report it.
Thank you.
Why if the mother never give me no chance to report it?
No,
but
you're ask you.
Madam Speaker, make you finish because you're on point.
I'm not going to allow her to finish because she has said the mother not getting a chance. You're the question me ask. The mother not come in play it, you know. You live in the house by you in your quarters, you know, Bridget. The milk store in the milk store in the milk store in your quarters, you know, but your number one job is to feed the baby the milk daily every 3 hours.
Right.
If you go in the fridge, give the baby at 12 o'clock milk, and you, come on, you 5 minutes to 12, they are going to prepare the milk, right? Right. And you don't see the milk. What is your job? Remember, you're going for the time, you know. 10 minutes to 12, you're going, you know.
My job is where the caller or asks her where is the milk or investigate where the milk.
All right. Another question. But, what if no, we don't want to vote. We just have straight from the court. The mic, Olympic, you still get your chance. The next question, follow-up question. You get a chance to vote. if you learn when you go to court, you answer only when the judge asks. Your next question. What if you're supposed to feed the baby 12 o'clock? But you're never going to feed the baby 12 o'clock, you're going 1 o'clock. How do you treat with that situation like that? Remember the baby, if you get the milk 12, you know. But you're never going 12 to give the baby the milk. You put your phone and talk to me, or you get distracted and feed the baby 12 o'clock. And you're going to feed 12 o'clock milk and the milk missing. How do you treat with that now?
All right. It's either me use something else. It's me going there and I see it. You see it this time. You see it this time. No, yeah, you don't see it. And you if you go in from 12, but you're going 1 o'clock. How do you treat with that? Yeah. Right. So if me going 1 o'clock and me not see it, the baby forget feeding us. So me not think about that. Me I think about when me go get the baby, because number 1 me late and number 2 me not see the milk. So me go say, all right, me I'll get the baby formula then. When the mother come now, she must ask me what happened. And me can say to her, so well, you know, say, me did feel sick and me did fall asleep. Or when I went in there, I did not see the breast milk and I used something else.
Perfect.
But, hold on.
You see accountability and information, girl.
Hold on.
You have the sources.
Hold on. She gave me a chance to explain myself.
So let me follow up. So when you're going, no, I want to get clarity. Wait, more clarification, please. When you're going and never see 12 o'clock milk, you give the baby formula. Are you going to tell the mother say give baby formula, or the mother will find out on her own?
Most likely, if she find out on her own, me not must tell her. But if she find out on her own and she asks me have an explanation, but she have to ask me. She can't go off on her family.
No, man. So you saying that if she not ask you, you can give the baby formula without telling her? Me just want to know. Come in and know that.
Of course we can. Of course we can give.
That's a check.
Yeah, me can give. At least the thing is the baby was fed. The main thing, you know. The baby was
What happened to the missing milk? What happened to the missing milk?
Right. Now me come to the missing milk. Now when she asked me, listen up, winner, she gave me a choice. And me can say, well, you know, miss, when I went in there, I did not see the milk. And on my business, me never see it. Right?
But the IC asks the FLA about the storage, and the FLA tell them and have on paper say a 500 and add the when the IC going to find less. If the department was doing a inventory and have a list and checking regularly. My
point is they give them a chance.
Can I say something? No, if Miss Bridget comes in and see a milk missing, what standard protocols are there to account for what was already in the fridge? If milk is in there, because you're not supposed to be.
You say you wouldn't stop them from a give account. So you know your mic.
A baby's milk should be assigned to the baby, right? The baby should be assigned that baby A. This belongs to baby A, right? Because you don't want to be breastfeeding milk from other sources. Because if my child, I don't want to give them breast milk from somebody else. I think there's proper checks and balance and accountability. So the first thing where Bridget go in and see the milk missing, there must be a registry to say that, hey, somebody else fed baby A. So you don't overfeed the baby.
Right.
No.
But we know.
So when the milk miss, your job is to tell the mother, say, me not see 12 o'clock milk, you know, you mean you put on one feed baby, 12 o'clock come in, the mother will say, who came in the fridge? And she will look and say, okay, where I have to clean a woman, she dash it away. And then the mother say, all right, we'll give her formula, or we move up the 3 o'clock milk to 12 o'clock milk. That is the point of thank you, winner.
No, Madam Speaker, winner.
No accountability, that is why they never see.
No accountability.
Stop with the foolishness.
Madam Speaker.
Hold on. Give me a second. A CEO is responsible for the strategic direction of an organization, policies and programs, right? To help the organization to grow or fulfill its mandate. Where you have a CEO that has failed to allow the organization to fulfill its mandate, the CEO must be held accountable. Now, if there is breakdown in the policies and programs of the organization, it must have been spotted by the CEO by getting the proper information from its management team. Right?
No.
So if the CEO, hold on, if the CEO is not coordinating his managers and making sure that the managers are held to a higher standard in making sure that the company's policies are met, then the CEO is incompetent.
Thank
yes.
you.
All right. We're the winner. Winner. Let me
Madam Speaker, listen and then Empress want to come in and say something.
Madam Speaker, let me finish.
So your 3 minutes. Go.
Winner. A government entity operates as a public sector, operates different from a private sector. What you guys highlighted with the baby feed is a private sector operation. In a public sector, let me finish, man.
Don't go to make in 3 minutes to talking foolish. Then we're
going to
rebut and we'll go to Empress. Right. Go on, 3 minutes. Go on over me on that clarify.
Madam Speaker, tell me, winner.
No, don't call winner name.
Let me just finish that, man.
No, let us, Olympic, calm down. I'm giving you 3 minutes to develop your point. Don't call winner name, no call nobody now go butty.
But me can't call your name. Me not ask no help. Me just highlight it.
You have 3 uninterrupted minutes. Go ahead.
All right. The issue is a public sector operation or organization is different from a private sector. There are protocols, there are union position jobs within public sector that in private sector, it functions differently. Now, in the event of what we are talking about now in terms of the FLA, the managers that are to be held responsible for the operation, the CEO, 90% of the time, has no control over that. He gets data from them in regards to what they have. That's what he will report on. Not to go and speak to the lower employees on the floor to find out how much is their count. That is not his role. And that is where union will come in and hold CEO accountable because he's not following chain of command. Whatever the manager tell you, that's where you have to go in a public sector organization, not private. And we must remember that. I seal.
When are you can rebut him and we go to Empress?
CEO mandate is to make sure that the organization mandates are met. A CEO that does not understand the processes that takes place within his entity is not an effective CEO. I am not asking for the CEO to know every nooks and cranny, but he must have an idea of how the operation of the organization takes place, especially certain key aspect of the organization. For example, how you store ammunition.
No!
Right?
No. Remember, we just agree, say, you're not going to interrupt, you know, because we never interrupt you, and you're done your time.
Ammunition. And therefore, his responsibility is to make sure that the key criteria and mandates are met through effective mobilization of his managers. And if he's not holding his managers accountable for their actions, he's an incompetent CEO. Yes, the CEO is rather responsibility to report to a board if a board is in place, or a ministry if a ministry is in place. If he's not doing that, my brethren, then who is going to be held accountable for the organization?
My brother, the manager come to you, winner, and say to you, 500 is there. Winner, the manager come to you and say a 500 there. You are going to go below the manager now to find out if the worker will check off the number will find out if it's 5. You have to take the instruction from the manager. But the manager knows. Let me
tell you a story, Olympic. We're going to go to Empress. Me have a family member we used to at the JDF. You know, the family member tell me, say, every single week they had to count off all of the gun, all of the and the weapons and all of the ammunition that they have. It wasn't a policy. It wasn't coming from the ministry. It was the head of the JDF made a decision that every single week they must count off them and sign and put a signature, one winner. Every single week. So you cannot tell me that if the manager, even we have 5 people working at the department, winner. If the manager say this week, Petal go count the rounds and put her signature so she find 500. Next week, Bridget go count the rounds and put her signature so she find 500. The other week, Empress, the other week, you Olympic. That way, when the person who put the wrong figure Are the whatever them put to them say 500? That is where you call you have things on paper. So when the union come, they can't tell union say, oh, them are pay me for no reason and tell lie for me because you put your signature on paper when I say you saw 500 thing. That is what good management.
Munchie, my problem is Munchie. That aspect of FLA is a key operation. It's not like a party themselves.
Exactly.
That is a key operation of FLA.
God, man, no. Look here, see somebody
listen to me, I'll get Olympic. Brother, make a mute you. Because Empress is coming. Olympic. The reason why we said the book stop with the CEO, because as we not explain, you as a CEO, you have to put in things in where that things will work for your entity. You have to put in strategy and put in things in place where you need to own alone. Right? Once you not break the law, you're not according to you, the union will not overstep what the union say. You cannot tell me, Olympic, that the manager at any government agency just cannot put in mechanism in place to make sure we keep track of all of the rounds that they're collected. Are you crazy? Olympic? Olympic, the bag where the ammunition them are keeping rotten and nobody saw? Are you crazy?
Nobody saw it. Madam Speaker, you miss it, you know.
No, this is why I said nobody saw. This is why I said nobody saw. Because the Integrity Commission said there was on the paper, they said that they have a certain amount in the bag. When they went into, remember, and the IC said the bag rotten in the Olympic. Remember the IC said, all the IC said was that when they went to check, the figure on the bag was wrong. So my question to you is this. If the thing was checking and according to the FLA people and UNO, the bag rotten. So my question to you, nobody saw in the FLA saw that the bag was rotten, Olympic?
Somebody saw it, Madam Speaker. The army is a total different
operation. We're not talking about the army.
Yeah, but you bring reference of it. All right. Go back to you.
I'm talking about the
Madam
rotten,
Speaker.
the so-called rotten bag where you are jump on.
Madam
Nobody
Speaker.
saw the bag that it was rotten, yes or no?
I guess somebody saw it.
So who did they report? Who did right?
Exactly. That's what the question is.
Olympic, calm down now, man. You're not Empress time now, you know. When winner as the worker saw that the bag was rotten, who did winner tell?
Speaker, let him take my time. I'm doing something.
No problem, sister. Can love talk about the program, you know. All right. When winner saw that the bag was rotten, tearing up and it's a possibility winner that some of the shot them I go drop out and last.
Yes.
Who did winner tell?
All right.
First of all, who did winner tell and who documented it?
Exactly. So let us understand something. The person that is counting the arms or the shots there, are they reporting to the CEO?
Me not asking about look here, they go take your dog, you know. They go take your dog because there are
protocols that you have to follow.
Olympic, I'm gonna take you though because you go upset the labor right now. Make sure it's a book. Listen again.
Yeah.
When we not working at the department where store the ammunition, you working at the room. We not working there, Fab working there, and Knox working there. All right. When upon the day when we not go check, we not realize that the bag of some old because the bag of old bag. Who did we not tell and what did he report it? Reported. And as a matter, and also after we not go in and check and put down all of the things and we find it, did we not supervisor go in back and make sure say we not put back everything right in place, lift up the bag and look if we not document the thing properly and did the thing properly? Who double check we not work? Who double check we not work?
But you jump from this now and you reach up at the CEO and say the CEO
Olympic, I'm gonna tell you how we got to the CEO. We are breaking down for you like a basic school picnic.
Yeah.
So winner working at the department who store the ammunition and winner and Knocks a winner boss. So when winner and Fab and Empress weekly check, they're supposed to check on the things them right and make sure it's in a rat and a roach now going to go bite up the bag, make sure they clean out the storage area. When winner go in there one day, winner see the bag a break apart because the quality whole.
Yes.
Who did winner tell and what date did winner tell the person?
Good. Now the auditor come in. Continue.
Jesus
And the auditor
Christ.
come in now and verify.
All right, so fine. I remember when we're not doing work, me, the supervisor, supposed to go in and make sure so we're not doing work good, and put back everything when put back when we find them, and everything about label, everything about date. And then I'm going to make me report, and I'm going to send it to my boss now.
Yes.
And my boss will send it to my boss now, and my boss will send it to Lexi, which is the CEO, Mr. Dali.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, no problem now. When we go to the board,
yeah, jump over it, cause you know, said not what the supervisor is supposed to do,
No,
Yes.
but I agree with her with the supervisor about the part.
When Mr. Dali got the board meeting now,
Alexi part, me want to tell me about.
when Mr. Dali got a board meeting now, Mr. Dali report
No,
when
you
them,
drop
the
the gun.
manager them tell him. And wait, a next thing to winner. The manager, after winner and Empress and Fab check off the rounds them per weekly,
Yeah.
the supervisor have to put in signature and say, I certify that what winner and Fabi them put on paper is accurate, And
Yes.
then after the supervisor said that now, the supervisor manager have to say, I certify that the manager look over the work and make sure say it look good and sign it too, I
Yes.
bet none of that not take place. You know why?
Oh,
Because
okay.
none of the manager they now put their signature upon
So
because
now-
they're not
so
sure.
now
of.
you're in the pot now.
And that
because
is where
this
I'm
issue,
saying that
Madam
if
Speaker,
they implemented proper procedure in place, they would have catch the missing ammunition.
Madam,
that is my point.
Madam, do you remember when Mr. Dali went to that same FLA? Do you remember how much issues were there and transfer of people? Madam Speaker, this is the government sector we are talking about. Now, I have, and in Jamaica right now, Madam Speaker, to be frank, some people report to the CEO on things that they don't have.
But they not sign it though.
They sign it too because they say they're not going to check it. The IC and the auditors, Madam Speaker, will come into an organization and everybody start run up and down. I've been there.
No, you know why? Because the level of accountability in the public sector is at zero.
So that we say, man.
Is at zero.
So
and that is
that's
why I'm
where you
telling you
can't
that
create the
it
efficiency,
starts
man.
with management. And you're right. Let me point out something to you, Olympic. Tell me if you want to come in now for Barnax. Look at Yui. Right?
Yes.
The little time when time Mr. Man go up there from the private sector, you hear the amount of things where he try to implement the little 6 week when him up there, and you see how much CEO pass through UE. So it cannot be done, You just need a good money. The first thing you say, every single contract where the university hospital has signed, I give out, it must go up on the GoJet thing. Secondly, everything what them do, they must report it to the proper management and the board must know about it. And
I agree.
And remember reading the paper last week where the head of the department said the doctor they must come in and consign. So then they work and not send nobody with them. So I'm telling you, yes, Mr. Dali went there, and I'm not gonna say Mr. Dali not try to implement things, but you must admit, Olympic, when we are labor right, but we are taught the truth, Olympic, somebody dropped the ball upon the counting of the ammunition. We can say that don't make we less than a labor right.
No, and I agree with you.
Are we upset about it, Olympic?
Yes, but the point of what me I say, and I want to say it, and I agree with you, there has to be a rebuttal section of the IC that says, because it's not an open loop system we are operating, we are one way go out, and you don't know what the feedback says, why it is, how it is. And then that's how we can hold people accountable, my people.
The argument that the bag rotten who has a labor and attack card of the story there. It is embarrassing.
And I agree.
Embarrassing Olympic.
No, I agree with that.
When you Google the salary where they get where government worker they get up at FLA, you go tell me about bag rotten out. Are you crazy?
But you know, remember said they did strike up there for more money a couple of years ago.
Are you crazy, Olympic?
The point is that, and I hear the chairman argument that there needs to be, we need to get rid of them, some of them building here, so we can add more technology to these places.
The FLA, the storage. I think if Dr. Chang asks me, Madam Speaker Soji, what me suggest, me say, Dr. Chang move all the ammunition and all of the things up to up to soldier camp, put down FLA and get the people at the military for run FLA.
No.
That is better. Then the people who are paying $1 million, they're incompetent, then lazy, and them is an embarrassment.
No, Madam Speaker, stop talk like that.
Allow me. We have big space up at the upper soldier camp, set up a unit up there, put the FLA up there, and put one soldier in charge of it. And fire them the people and send them there. They're incompetent and lazy. Your time, Soji.
Olympic way. Hold on, before Soji come in. Let me just address this.
Who has talked to Olympic? Me have the people in work to go do. A private sector, me work with, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Exactly. All right, so watch this now. Madam Speaker has the process done right. And I agree with Madam Speaker that somebody dropped the ball and not paying attention. And as she said, two things are right in this case. If the IC tarnish people character without due process.
Yes.
As a police officer, there are days when me are the station guard. There are days when me are the station officer. And there are days when I'm the shift supervisor. So, as the station guard, your one duty is to go in, collect your firearm from the station officer, collect report at the front of the station from the public, right? As the station officer, you are taking over from somebody. You're accountable for all of the guns and ammunition and vehicle and personnel on the shift, right? So when me going as a station officer, the station officer with there, when me relieve of our checklist, she will say, me have 10 M16, me have 5 MP5, me have 45 Glock, me have 6 spin barrel, me have 5 or 6 or 10 firearm. We have a private citizen where we have in a storage. Me have 5,000. Me have 200 M16 rounds. Me have 5,000 9mm rounds. Me have 150 spinners rounds. In terms of for the security guard, for the security guard companies. What I'm saying is that you're accounting for everything. You will tell me, say, in terms of patrol, me have 5 patrol out, Lima 1, Lima 2, Lima 3, Lima 4, that I name my vehicle. Them out, the ops team is out, and in terms of personnel, Madam Speaker, Empress is on station guard. Who else there? Lexi and Fabulous is working round a cell, and all. You have to account for everything.
Good.
When you start, now remember, somebody a hand over.
And this is daily, right? Nax, this is daily, right?
Twice a day.
Thank you.
8 o'clock shift and 6 o'clock shift.
Well, bag rotten up a FLA and Olympic.
It's not madam, make the ladies finish, man.
No,
bag rotten up a FLA and you sleep, Nax.
Somebody give you this year. It is on you to go around in a pan now and figure count and say, all right, Madam Speaker, hand over 45 rounds to me. But me not take Madam Speaker paper and say that round them. If you go round, they go count. Physically count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 or 45. Me get. Then when the people them were outside where they on duty come, me take the rounds where them carry come and the gun. If me send you out there with 34 rounds, when you come back, me I take your gun, me I look on the gun to see that the gun them did give you when you go out there, and that the gun that you carry back and a 34 rounds you give me. And them at 34 rounds, you know, just give me rounds or give me 2 what they clip on me, look on me, say, all right, me get it back. Me I take them out one and count them. The point I'm trying to make is accountability is on you. Now, when the soup come tomorrow morning, remember me did a whole night, you know. When the soup come tomorrow morning, me I'll send up my check sheet. Well, me send it to the sergeant, who is the inspector, who is the shift commander. The inspector now gonna really come. Exactly. Every day come check. But there are days or nights where 3 o'clock in the morning, you see he shift commander come. I say, come, open up your gun pan, make me county. Because him know say if me tell him say a 10 in there. And when his soup come tomorrow, remember his soup now tell him when him a come check neither two, you know. So him cannot go to the soup and tell the soup say a 10 down there because me say so. And then his soup come down there, come count and find 8. See if you understand what I say. Yes. You drop the ball. It is on you to make sure that what you get on paper.
So not in the case of the IC, in the case of the IC, are you saying? In the case of
the IC, the bullshit argument, and I'm saying that again, because remember now, you know, when me go on it at 300 or 400 police, a handle the gun pan, right?
Yes.
So you know, a plastic bag them, even though some sturdy plastic, by handling over time, they get torn and everybody use them with care and whatever. The bull, it no, if me go in there, and you tell me say 10 rounds in there. When me open the bag, if you count the 10 rounds, me see say bag tear. My responsibility is to find one plastic bag, even if it's not the same. And remember, supplies keep at the station. Everybody have their supply store where they get their supplies from. Right? So let's say this happened 12 o'clock in the night, me see say it, and the storekeeper gone. Me get one bag. Me put them in there because my job is to secure the rounds. Thank you. My job is to secure the rounds. So me put them in a plastic bag. Me write in a me shift report say, me notice that, me use a temporary solution, and me report it to the storekeeper, and me report it to the somebody we are going to relieve me a morning. Because the somebody relieve me 8 o'clock, and maybe the storekeeper now come till 9:30 and 10 o'clock. So me report you and say, if during your shift you see the storekeeper, get one bag because this is not up to scratch. So this bullshit about the bag rotten out over time is really bullshit. It's really bullshit. Me want
Madam Speaker, don't listen nothing the IC say. They are just trying to cause issue when there's none. Me remember when time the IC come out and talk about the Prime Minister. Well, the pound of labor rights and not pay the IC in the mind. They want to tell lie upon the Prime Minister and nobody not listen to them. And the IC single-handedly nearly make we lose the election. So you know can't say na phone no wanna call no John. You know can't say na phone no wanna call. Let me tell you something. You see, Jamaican people easy to get paid of people. Especially when they feel like you're playing at them peers. So no continue with that. In my opinion, coming out telling what to do. No continue with things that people are going to say, oh, okay. Listen, we can agree that the Integrity Commission is political and them act. We can know they not support a party and then can lean PNP. But not because they lean PNP and no support. The matter of fact that even make them more dangerous now. Because they go to them way to find things to bring with them legally. So no still they believe that they fool. You should be saying to me, Madam Speaker, the government worker them must dot them I and cross them T because they know so we not have no luck. Puss and dog not have the same luck. And when the PNP get away with Soji, we can't get away with that. And if the argument say the bag rotten and pop down, we don't nobody repeat it again because that is nonsense. That is nonsense. Don't repeat it again ever.
Can I come in? I'm gonna say this. Remember now we we go hard, and we go hard for purposes. When the university came out and said water era flooding and file missing because of water flooding, we went at them. What I'm gonna say to you is that what people need to do and take responsibility for is checks and balance. There is no way, when I hear about Bagrat and Munchie and panel, I was shocked. I was very shocked. I mean, when you look at the area that the FLA have, whatever places, it's not a large area. So what I'm thinking, Munchie, is that I come on duty and you tell me, say, 500 rounds in the bag, and me just take it. Me not go check it. Me just take it. So over time, the bag not check. It's just hand over and hand over. If you understand what I say. So me come this evening, I hand over 500 to me. Tomorrow me hand over 500 to the next person. The next person come hand over. Nobody no go down there physically. Go check to see what is happening. Because you cannot come here and tell me, say, bag rotten out. If bag a check daily, that the bag would have changed long time. If the bag did a check daily, it would have changed long time. And we have to call a spade a spade. There's no way you can come here come tell that. If daily operation is that everything should have been checked. That means if say bag rat out 1 day, shouldn't rat out 2 days. That means that somebody dropped the ball. It is obvious somebody dropped the ball.
And the person we have cost the IC Soji, me see the board put out and say the IC said the FLA now go further with the case. So that tell you everything. That tell you everything. Because when they now go further with the case, they accept the report, don't Soji?
Yes. Okay. Yes. We have to be fair. If you are to check some balance, I want bag tear tonight, you go report it to him and say bag tear. So even if you not change it, he might go change it. But it consistently means that somebody now go check the bag Munchie. And just take what the next person say, which should never happen. It should have never happened. So coming here to tell us that bag rotten down, a total madness.
Thank you.
Somebody must be there going over. Listen, it's when it comes to those things, it is technically one of the biggest thing you have to do in the country. So you have to be on your P's and Q's. You can't come and work and take a next man road feet. Because guess what, on the Munchie, I believe what's happening is that when a man can't take over duty for a man, he mean a rush to go home so quick that a man they don't even wait for him to check off nothing, which should have happened. Which every time you exchange over duty, somebody who you're taking over from must be there still when you check.
We're come off of the FLA now, because I know some laborers soon start get upset because when we realize with we labor right, we just want to talk about things when in time we think say it make the party look good. But when the government do related to corruption, that make the government look good too. The government approach is situation like this, it make the government look good with independence.
Yes,
I remember the FLA say winner. So then done with the case, then now go further. But yet still, the IC put in the report say 6,000 rounds of ammunition were logged as sold to 3 individuals. However, one person had not purchased ammunition in years. Another denied making the purchase, and a third was already dead at the time of the transaction was recorded. Don't you think the FLA must come out and answer to that?
Of course.
Don't you think the FLA should answer to that, guys? One thing.
Of course, answer should be good.
Thank you.
We can't want accountability. We can't want accountability and not go across the board. It no matter who it want be.
My brother,
if we want accountability across government, it no matter if a PNP or JLP, we must get it. And I don't care what people want to say. When it comes to accountability, it must be present.
Soji, and we see that daily, especially in the form of our nurses and doctors. Sometimes it's not the lack of resources, it's the interaction between how things are done and how things are delivered, while we have people who are upset about healthcare. And we can't demanding, and then we're not demanding accountability from our public sector. It must be a given.
And then them want the biggest peer winner. Them want the biggest peer, and them no want say, just like the teacher them. Up till now we can't get the teaching bill in place because them no want no accountability. It's a simple fact about every year them want to raise a peer. It is a simple thing. Nobody want to take accountability for their actions. And this is me and I will forever say that this cannot work, and that it should never continue. We must be held accountable for the service we give. We can't willy-nilly and get paid. We can't willy-nilly. No, we have, me even I will go further. You have an elected man as a councillor and you live a foreign. Tell me now how that makes sense. You want to tell me how it makes any sense at all. This kind of foolishness that is happening. It no matter who it want to be, we have to have accountability to get the country in the right space. There's no, it no matter which side, we need it. Accountability is a must. A man can't just get up and say, all right, me gotta work today. All right, me go in late. Me reach work 3 o'clock when me reach 12 o'clock and me still get paid for full day. Eh? Because when me ask somebody to clock in for me. And these are the things that continue over and over.
These are the things that me and some of them part ways for you to come back live. I mean, I mind because when it comes to accountability, transparency, and corruption, some of we just like to talk about corruption. When a time for we stand up and hold our people them accountable, we start to talk about, oh, I see this, oh, Mr. Dali, oh, I'm a labor right. If you are labor right, and you should mean your party, your government good, that means you must make sure you dot your I and cross your T, because anything you do, I'm going to make your party look bad. Anything you do, I'm going to put your party in a bad way. Anything you do, I'm gonna make your government look bad. So all right, look on the situation with ODPEM. When the Auditor General say the soldier them cannot give account for some of the things that when they say down, they don't get no signature from the public server. The Prime Minister come out and explain and they have the data to back it up. Say that when the soldier them reach to the location in hours a night, the government worker then gone they had because 9 to 5 then work, and the Auditor General saw where then deliver the things and they sent up for the time, but nobody from the government never did it. From the ODPEM was not there to put their signature upon it because then gone there. That is different. That is different. You can't say we can use the common sense and say, Ari, at least with this soldier then put their signature to it and then say yes, and the time and date when they reach it, you can't show. And if you want to go further, you can damn well use Jamaica Eye and track the vehicle when the vehicle deliver things if you want to. We must take anybody get government work, you must know say, you must follow the rules and the laws that governs the country. We're not careful on JLP or on PNP.
No matter.
Follow the rules and laws that govern the country. Because we not support corruption.
No leaking of funds nowhere. Nowhere no funds to leak. Nowhere no funds to leak. Everybody must sell accountable. I mean, not stop this up. I not support no corruption. No side.
And if the Integrity Commission now follow their mandate, it is for the Jamaica Labour Party to go back in the Parliament and amend the act and make it very clear to the people up there that when you do an investigation, you need to give the person an opportunity to respond to your report. Put it inside your report and then you table it.
Yes, it should be that case. It should be that case.
That is the only issue me have with the IC right now, because at the end of the day, the Integrity Commission was created by the Parliament. If it's not working, go in and amend it. I mean, in a sense, you don't come here, Johnny, every day, talk about the IC, I confuse people, and the IC, go in and amend it, Johnny. Make it very, very clear to the Integrity Commission. If you don't find any evidence of corruption or malfeasance or anything, you need to put the response from the relevant agency, put it in the report and table it in the Parliament. That is what our government must do. I don't stop coming and cuss IC. Me don't cuss in IC. You notice me not following up with cussing IC. I don't government to for cuss. I don't government to for cuss. Because them have the angle and IC have the blade. And we constantly allow IC to trample upon the rights of the Jamaican people. They will come on social media and cuss them. Me not following up with that. You can't tell them from now. Me not follow up with it. Oh, so we are going to move to the next topic.